Once upon a time, in a beautiful land, there was a wise old king named King John. King John had no son to become the next king. He was getting old and needed to find someone special to take care of his people. So, King John sent messages all over his country. The messages invited every good young man to come and meet the king. The king wanted to find someone who loved other people very much. That was the only thing that mattered. All the young men in the land were excited. They all wanted to be the next king. In a small, faraway village lived a kind young man named Kwame. Kwame was very poor, but he was always nice to everyone. He wanted to meet the king too. Kwame didn't have nice clothes to wear to the palace. He worked very hard and saved enough money to buy new clothes and food for his long journey to see the king. After getting ready, Kwame started his journey. He walked for many days. Just before he reached the palace, he saw an old beggar sitting by the road. The beggar was shivering from the cold and was wearing torn clothes. The beggar held out his hand and said, "Please help me, I am hungry and cold." Kwame felt very sorry for the beggar. He took off his new clothes and gave them to the beggar. He also gave the beggar his food. The beggar thanked Kwame many times. Now, Kwame had only his old clothes, but he still went to the palace. When Kwame arrived at the palace, a servant took him to the big hall. After resting a little, Kwame was taken to meet King John. Kwame bowed low as the king came in. When he looked up, he was very surprised. The king looked just like the beggar he had helped. King John smiled and said, "Yes, I was the beggar you met on your way here." Kwame was confused. "But why did you pretend to be a beggar, Your Majesty?" he asked. The king replied, "I needed to know if you had a kind heart. If I came to you as a king, you might have tried to impress me. But by being a beggar, I saw your true kindness. You helped me without expecting anything in return. This shows you have a big heart." King John continued, "Our land needs a leader who cares for everyone, not just those who can give him something. You showed love and kindness to someone in need, and that makes you the right person to be the next king." The king added, "Kindness is more important than being wise. A heart full of love and care for others is the greatest gift. A king with a rich heart is more valuable than all the riches in the world." And so, Kwame became the next king, and he ruled with love and kindness, making his land a wonderful place for everyone.